As Texas' largest metropolitan city, one of the biggest in the country, Houston is home to more than 2 million children. We live in an incredibly diverse city. Of any major metropolitan area in Texas, Houston has the greatest share of children living in deep poverty. It is these children that are most vulnerable in our community. Boys and Girls Clubs provides young people with opportunities to engage in programs that help them achieve academic success, take charge of their health by building healthy habits that will stick with them throughout their lives.
Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Houston is a safe place for kids, especially in the underserved communities, to be able to go to after school and during the summer, really be mentored and cared for and make friends and have a great time.
My favorite part about going to the Boys and Girls Club is making new friends and meeting new people.
What separates us apart is the physical infrastructure that we provide in the communities in which we serve. These clubs that are spread throughout Greater Houston are really safe zones for our kids. And an institution like the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston gives these kids a shot. It gives them an opportunity to tell them what's happened in your past. We can help you achieve your dreams and thrive.
I think it's really critical to any community to have the safety net and a safe place for kids who don't otherwise have a safe place to go.
I think it's important to have a Boys and Girls Club in Houston because some kids have nothing to do after school. They just go home and they have no one to talk to. But if you go to the Boys and Girls Club, you have tons of people to talk to about the stuff that happen at school or anywhere else.
Economic and health social disparities have always been an impact in our community. And COVID-19 just exacerbated that for the vulnerable and the marginalized community that we are serving.
It has had us look for help in new ways, and really grateful that Boys and Girls Club has been able to pivot and to be able to try and meet some of the needs that we've seen our families have.
Project Gives is a new initiative that the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston is doing to provide food assistance to families. And this is through either Hunger Not Impossible, where families can text hungry through their phone and they can have a choice about 10 restaurants and choose a menu from those restaurants and pick up the order for free. The other part of Project Gives is the gift cards. We're giving out resource cards of $100 from local supermarkets. We had this gentleman that came and he heard through word of mouth, just friends and family texting each other the Project Gives application. And for 20 minutes when he came to pick it up, he was with me just having a conversation about how grateful he was.
Ahora mismo estoy sin trabajar, mi esposa está en embarazo, el sueldo de ella no nos da mucho. Que nos dieron la tarjeta pues nos ayudó bastante para ir comprando las cosas para el bebé.
We're doing something honorable, something that's very noble, to be able to provide families with something that they didn't have.
Part of our response was wellness calls, and so we could check in and see how the families are doing and figure out where there were gaps and what resources that they needed.
Because of the relationship that we have with our community, we're able to say, hey, I know what you're going through, how can we help?
Me llamó el maestro y me dijo que si yo quería una ayuda, que me registrara y todo. Que gracias por el apoyo que nos dan y para las personas que lo necesitan, pues.
On June 1st, in accordance with CDC guidelines and the public health officials, we were able to return to our traditional format of in-person learning. That in-person learning served as the opportunity to bring the kids back into our fold, provide them with the mentorship, the caring, the hot meals, those activities that we know that they need to have in order to thrive.
It's really been fun, even though we have to stay away from each other, but we still find ways to connect and talk and have fun.
Just like we've seen with the experience of the global pandemic, there are social disparities that exist.
Social justice is a part of Boys and Girls Club's DNA. We're very keen and aware of the young people we serve and the communities that we serve, and we're unapologetic about that. We want to make sure that we are supporting our young people and their families, and that includes not only through just out-of-school time services, but how they fare in life. And so during this time, it has definitely been a call to action for us to be even louder and more reflective in this time. And so we've done that through a couple of different ways. And one is being able to support our young people, and particularly our teens, in amplifying their voice through a program called Be the Change You Want to See.
This year, one of my colleagues, right after the George Floyd situation, felt compassion for what was going on. And through that, we were trying to figure out, how do we do our part? And how can we get our members involved? And if we're adults feeling a certain type of way, how can we get the kids to express themselves? Through that process, we came up with Be the Change You Want to See.
I got involved with Be the Change You Want to See because I felt like it was the only way I could have got my voice heard, and I wanted to make sure I was doing my part in encouraging other teens to be aware of what's going on today.
Having this program to continue like this, it just gives more opportunities for young people to start speaking up, especially if they see other young people that are their age speaking up. They need to do that and step up for other young people as well. Like, voice your opinion. You have an opinion. Your guys' voices matter.
It's hard, but one thing that we do know is that our young people are part of the solution. They are the key for progress and moving forward. And all of us should be looking at how can we come in, help them, champion them, uplift them to help amplify their voice and their action to move forward.
This organization tells a kid that no matter what your background, no matter what's going on in your life, we got you.
We hear you. We want to be here for you. We want to stand up for you. We want to be in the gaps. And we all can be united to work through this together.
These clubs that are spread throughout Greater Houston are really safe zones for our kids, opportunities for them to get to a positive experience, a place where they can take advantage of our programming, get a good meal, have some good fostered relationships with kids and adults alike.
The clubs, I think, is instrumental to the success of Houston now and in the future.
We will continue to do the work that we do, set these kids up for success. We really are the safety net of where they can go and thrive. Have a great future.